Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes weekly webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today for our friends at Hunkydory Crafts, I've got straight edged Dotty nesting dies in the circle. They make beautiful easel cards like this one. And look at this sparkly little gnome card my friend Debbie made. It's so cute and so sparkly using gold and green jewel dazzle stickers. This is our giveaway card for this episode, so if you stick around, you'll learn how one lucky viewer could win this card to keep or share with a friend. So come play with us. All right, so let's take a look at these. There are, I didn't count, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these, okay? They all make lovely little circles. They have scallops on the inside edge. The scallop doesn't do anything, okay? It doesn't have a cutting edge on that, except if you used this on its own without putting another circle in the center, it's going to make you a whole solid circle with the little dots around the edge, okay? But the little scallop is just for looks on this. It's for spacing. So to create a little frame, you would put these using your die cutting machine, and then you would use some tape, some low tacky or washi tape them one inside the other, and then you want to make sure they're evenly spaced so it makes a nice frame. And that's what Debbie did here on this adorable little 5x5 card using the 6x6 Gnomes and More Gnomes patterned cardstock. It's absolutely adorable. And then she also used with it for this little greeting the coordinating Gnomes and More Gnomes die cuts. And all of the little circles are made from the coordinating cardstock. So she used the light green, the dark green, the yellow, and then this sort of like, it looks tan here, but it's kind of a mustardy yellow. So all of those different colors kind of creating this little ombre effect. It's really sweet. And then of course she paired them with both green and gold jewel dazzle stickers, which are absolutely phenomenal to use, you guys. We love using a little jewel picker for this. It's double-ended, so it's got 2 ends on it. One's for tiny little jewels, rhinestones, or stickers, and one's a larger edge, so cute. And then what we recommend doing is you just place it down on one of the stickers with the little tackiness here, and then I just kind of stir it like this. You see how it lifts right up? And then you place these, Debbie placed them on every other circle. You can see right there. So that's just a fun one to do while you're watching TV at night or listening to a podcast. She said it went together very, very quickly and it was fun to do. A little bit like diamond painting. Really cute. And then she covered her card with this adorable little paper that's also from the paper pack. Inked the edges of that using khaki ink and our little favorite blending tool, used your favorite, giving that a nice little green edge. And then she nested the dies, okay? So by nesting them, okay, putting these over the paper, using some low tack tape to secure them, running them through the die cutting machine, you're getting your first circle. Okay, then you take this one away, and you bring in the next one, and then you've got your second frame, rather, and then you do the next one. And you're just going all the way down until she actually took the little gnome from the background paper and die cut that into a solid circle using, I think, this one. Yeah. And that's what it would look like if you don't nest your circles. You just get a nice little dotted edge around it. Very, very sweet. Very cute. Love this one. So this one, you guys, is our giveaway card for this episode. So I'm going to tell you about that at the end of the video. I'm going to stick it right over here, and so I remember. Okay, here's another little 5x5 card. This one, you guys, is a cute little easel card that I made. So it just pops up just like this. How adorable is that? Really fun. So on the inside, I just took a circle and cut out some paper. I used 12x12, a nesting place, 12x12 patterned cardstock. Okay, and I actually used this one right here, placed the largest circle, oops, nope, second to the largest circle, right there, just right there on the paper. Okay, and then inked the edges of that one with cocoa bean ink, and then glued that to the card center. This is a cutout from inside the paper pack with all the little greetings. okay? And then on the outside, I covered it with the light blue paper. And then when you get to that point, you need to do a little bit of scoring, okay? So what you would do is you can take a 5x5 card, and you're going to score it from the top right-hand corner to the lower left-hand corner, all right? And I love using a scoreboard for this. You're just going to put it on point, just like this. Come on, give up that bone folder. All right, and then you're just going to go from this point down to this point. But when you do that, you just need to make sure that these two are aligned. So don't be fooled and have it be off like this. You need to make sure like these are gonna line up okay. And you just start here and you just start going all the way down to your point. And then you're gonna fold that just like this so that it can tuck. This is foam tape, that this is going to just stand up right there. This has to be, something has to be foam taped on the inside. So then let me show you the next thing. Ooh, cover your ears. There we go. So the next thing I did was I took the largest cutting die to make one of those frames, and I cut it out of this background paper, the wood, and nested them again to make the frame. And then you guys, I used a sheet of 8.5 by 11 acetate. We sell it by the sheet at Paper Wishes, and the link for these items is listed down below the video if you're watching us on paperwishes.com. Down below this video are full color photos of all of the cards, and then below that all of the supplies that we used and the links that you can just add them right to your cart. So I just went ahead and I took this largest size, this one, and I used it on acetate. It's a good idea if you're cutting acetate with cutting dies is to sandwich the cutting die and the acetate with a bit of scrap paper first. If you don't do that, I've noticed when I'm just cutting acetate, or basically a sheet of plastic, without having a buffer between them, it will cut it, but it doesn't cut it clean, okay? Somehow you put a scrap of paper on there, I don't know, it just works better. So that's my tip for that. And then I just glued, I used our Cosmic Shimmer glue in a little bottle, which is nice. And I just glued that right behind this circle. And it was nice because both the acetate and the frame had those little dots. I just aligned the dots when I glued it. So when you look at it, you can see that the dots aren't filled in by the acetate. Then I took another one of these cutting dies. Let me see, I think it's this one. Yes. And I cut that out of some green paper that had a cute little bird. Which one is that I used? Oh well, I can't find it right now. Just making sure I have the little bird there. Inked the edges with that with the khaki ink. And then first I glued this frame, this circle, by the edge of the frame only. I didn't put glue under the acetate because then it shows through. So you can just put glue right here along the back side of that frame, and then you're going to glue it just like this, just at the bottom of that triangle. And then this one right here, you can go ahead and put glue on there on the back because it's not going to show. And then I added some green fern Jewel Dazzle stickers just right here. And then a whole bunch of these beautiful little paper flowers in both the pink and the blue. So fun. And I just glued those in just little clusters all the way around, all the way at the top, using some of the little 3-leaf fern dazzles right there. And then also the We're Together dazzle stickers in the pink. Added that. And these are really nice to use with a little pokey tool. Just lift them off and then you can place them easily. When that was all done, I took some of this aqua gingham ribbon and just did a little bow and then just glued that right to the edge. So simple, you guys. And I think just kind of a showstopper when you want to give that to a friend. What would be a really nice display. All right, so clean these items up. Okay, this next one is one that Debbie made with more of the little frames, okay? Just combining circles to make first this larger one and then smaller circles like this. And then you see how they're sort of looped together. You have one, but then you have another one inside of that. And what you do is you just take your little scissors and you just cut one little slit, opening up the circle, and you can thread other ones in. And then when you turn that little circle, you can hide it under one of the other ones. So it looks like they're all linked. Isn't that cool? Really fun. This one, she just took the smallest circle and then foam taped that one. The paper pack that she used is Floral Luxury 12 by 12 pattern cardstock. Beautiful. She used this all over green pattern. And then she used the solid color coordinating to make all of her beautiful little circle frames. And then the coordinating cutting die cuts to go with it as well. Adding a little 1/8 inch ribbon for her bow. I think that turned out really nicely. So these are all glued. The background is all glued. This one is foam taped, and foam taped, just to give a little dimension, and still is going to be really easy to mail that one. Let's see, where did I put all my cards? Here we go. I'm trying to keep everything a little more organized today. All right, this is such a fun one, you guys. This one, oh, I should have mentioned, this one is a 6.5 by 5. The other two were 5 by 5. This one is 6.5 by 5 as well. Look at that cute fox. This is a new paper collection, okay? It's just launched this week. This one is Threaded Whimsy 12 by 12 pattern cardstock. And we call it Threaded Whimsy, you guys, because it's got a look of embroidery with all the little characters. So cute. So for this one, you guys, Debbie took this large circle, all right? And she die cut the large circle from the coordinating solid cardstock. She also covered the card with the solid cardstock, and I'm sorry, I forgot to grab that. And then she took the next size circle and she found the little fox right here, and then she just put that right there and die cut that out of that and glued that to the center. And then she went by and she did a little stitching. She used our orange ribbon, and in the orange ribbon is some orange and white, we can zoom out a little bit, some orange and white baker's twine that she used, and then also the 1/8 inch ribbon in the orange. And she just took that ribbon and went up, down, and she skipped two on this one. So she went up and then skipped over and then put it down through the third one, went up, skipped 2, and went down through the third one. And then using this one, she just used, it's kind of got a blanket stitch. She used every single circle. Isn't that adorable? And then tied it off. That would be just a fun evening project to do. So before we go any further on this one, let me show you this adorable patterned paper. All got this embroidery theme. Look at the cute little stitched house. It makes me want to take up embroidery again, for sure. Look at the little nest, the bunny. Here we've got the fox. And then on the back side, we've got this really nice striped with a stenciled white border, and then the embroidery on the sides. And then this one are little like card toppers, where we like to just cut them out. You cover your card with something and then you put this on top of it and you're almost done. Look at the embroidered border, and then all of these little flowers, the butterfly, and look at the bunny. This is so perfect for spring. And then this one, this all over pattern, and then it's got this embroidered bordered edge. Okay, this one with the black background is really beautiful, and then look at the little embroidered deer, the little flowers, the little embroidered squirrel, the bird, and then more little border flowers. And then this nice green background, kind of a sponge green. Then we're going into these shapes or tags. So you would just cut these off here. Look at the beautiful flowers, the little hearts, the borders. Look at that amazing border. And then all of these flowers, beautiful wildflowers. Here's our little fox again, the butterfly, the adorable little bunny. And then on this side, all of these are little stitched backgrounds. And then this one, we go on to the 6x6s, okay? So you've got 6x6 cutouts. You've got your little polka dot background, your birds, your florals. Look at this beautiful one. And then this one's very elaborate with the beautiful bunny, the butterfly, and then this one with the beautiful polka dots, kind of going from dark to light at the top. These are for your backgrounds. Remember, you're getting 2 of each one of these pieces of paper in your paper pack. And then look at all the beautiful little greetings. Really beautiful. And then this paper that's on the back of the greetings is my favorite. It's gorgeous. I just want this one, just like a ton of this print. I want to wallpaper a room in my house with this print. So beautiful. Okay, and then yes, this is threaded whimsy, so cute. So what else Debbie did with this is so fun. She took the orange script greeting dazzle stickers and she put those down first as her greeting, and they come in a 3-pack. I'm trying to get these separated. There we go. 3 different sets of greetings, and you get 2 and 3 of each one on each page. And then she topped it and offset it just a little bit. What I mean is that they're just moved to the right a little bit. Same greetings, same 3-pack, but in brown vinyl. Okay. And then she took these colorful stitches, dazzle stickers, stitched dazzle stickers, and they come in this pack, and she used the green for the borders right here. And then on the outside edge, she used a different pack. This is glitter thin line dazzle stickers. So they have all these in a pack, and they're all very glittery, and she used the green right there. So, so cute. Love that. Okay, so let's jump back real quick and talk about our giveaway. So this one is our card giveaway. So if you're watching us on our Paper Wishes webisode page at paperwishes.com, thank you very much for watching. All of the items are listed down below the video with full color photos. Definitely check that out. And we have a fantastic money saver on this collection and of this cutting dies. And Paulette always throws a little extra with the cutting dies, so it's kind of a better deal. So definitely check that money saver out. And if you're watching us on YouTube, just look below the video on YouTube and you'll see a link that'll take you to this Paper Wishes webisode page at paperwishes.com, and you can get in on that money saver. So how our giveaway works is we are trying to promote that Paper Wishes YouTube channel, and our YouTube channel is called My Paper Wishes. So we ask that you hop on over to YouTube, subscribe to our My Paper Wishes channel. We ask you to like our video, be a subscriber, and leave us a comment. So like, comment, subscribe. And then after about a week, we'll reply to one of the videos by saying, congratulations, YouTube username blank. And you got to know what your YouTube username is. And if you don't remember what it is, just go back when you leave a comment and look at your comment, and it'll show you what it's labeled with your username. It's also a good idea to hit that notification bell, because when we make that announcement, you want to know if you're the winner. So we do this every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday videos. Basically, if I'm hosting the video, then we're having a giveaway. So you do have to participate, be a subscriber, and then like and comment on each of those videos. Thanks so much for joining me today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed these card ideas, and these fantastic cutting dies are so fun to use. And I'll see you in the next one.